Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the NEMO Flyer self-inflating sleeping pad. It is a really great choice for those who are looking for a self-inflating sleeping pad but don't want the bulk normally associated with these types of pads. If you're new to the channel, my name's Roxy and I help people like you choose the right gear to get outdoors. If you want to learn more, visit the website at www.theadventurejunkies.com. Now for what you really came for, the NEMO Flyer self-inflating sleeping pad. All right, let's pull this out of the packaging and see what we got. All right, so far we have a repair kit. Hi, Henry. And the sleeping pad. Let's pull it out. All right, so here is the size of this. Let's grab a water bottle for comparison. I'd call it about 2 water bottles wide and 1 water bottle high. This is a 32 ounce Hydro Flask style water bottle for reference. I already like that it comes with this Velcro piece to keep the self-inflating sleeping pad tight once you're packing it up. These sleeping pads are known to be hard to pack up, but this seems like a really nice system to keep it tight while you are traveling. Before we undo it, if you are storing a sleeping pad, you're going to want to store it inflated or open. These self-inflating ones with the foam inside, the foam will compress and then the sleeping pad won't work as well. The R value won't be true and all that. So under a couch or behind some furniture, if you are low on storage space, just as a heads up. All right, let's open this up. All right. So far we've got this sort of baffle design on the front and these sort of rubbery pieces on the bottom and this really low profile inflating valve. So let's see how well the self-inflation works. Well, I can already hear it pulling air in, so that is great news. It looks like you can also just pull it all the way out to inflate it that way. So I'm trying to listen to see if it's inflating at all. I can really only hear the small bits of snow that's happening hit it. Can give it some time. It has been compressed packaging wise. Just not sure why they call any sleeping pad self-inflating. This is just repair. I was going to make sure I was doing everything right. It does look like I am. There's no other instructions. All right, so I'm going to blow this up with my mouth. Oh, so now it's doing some inflating. Then we got some air in there, and it stopped. All right, so that seems to be all the way blown up. It claims self-inflating, but we've been here in the past before. It does not usually work. But it was very quick blowing it up with my mouth, so there's that. This is the regular version of the NEMO Flyer self-inflating sleeping pad. It retails for $119.95 US dollars. And we couldn't really verify where exactly the materials were coming from, but it is imported, so we know that it's not sourced and made in the US. It weighs 1 pound and 7 ounces, which is 650 grams, and you've got 2 inches of thickness here, which is 5 centimeters thick. It does have these baffles, so it's going in and out of that thickness, and we will chat about these baffles in a bit. The R value is 3.3. So R value is a rating of how warm something is going to keep you, usually used for sleeping bags and sleeping pads. So if you have a 0 R value, that's just you sleeping on the ground. And the ground is actively pulling heat from your body as you're sleeping. So that's why you put air barriers between you and the ground. So 3.3 is about middle of the line. That would put this at definitely a summer sleeping pad, and then into either side of spring and fall. So late spring and early fall. If you are a warm sleeper, you might be able to stretch this all the way into early spring and late fall. I am a cold sleeper, so I would probably need to add an extra sleeping pad or a really hefty sleeping bag to make this last in early spring and late fall to keep it comfortable, really. The fire comes in 3 different sizes, and there is not a women's specific size. This is the regular size. It also comes in wide and long wide. I am 5'6", and this regular size I know is going to fit me just right. It is 72 inches or 183 centimeters long and 20 inches or 51 centimeters wide. And it has a mummy shape to it. That means the toe side is less wide than that 20 centimeters over here, the shoulder side. And that's great for if you have a tent that tapers or your sleeping bag. It helps to cut weight. You really don't need that extra square shape down at the bottom by your feet anyway, so it's a nice design, and all 3 sizes come in this mummy cut. It is a little thicker than a traditional mummy, so you are going to have a little bit more room down here for your feet. Usual mummy pads will cut in a little more aggressively, but this keeps you a little bit more room down to your feet. The exterior of the pad is made of 20D PU polyester, which is a pretty robust fabric, but also is nice and soft to touch. So you're not going to have this rough sleeping pad. The D stands for denier, which is a unit of density based on the thickness and weight of the fibers used. So this is the 20D. This is a pretty durable exterior, and you're going to be hard pressed to scrape it up or pop it. A lot of times campers and outdoors people prefer self-inflating pads because they are a little more hardy than their counterparts. So this is actually a new innovative design. As you can see, there is sort of this wave going up and down on the top and bottom. So this creates baffles in the sleeping pad. It is a baffled open cell foam insulation on the inside, and it's the first of its kind. The foam is baffled similar to a regular air mattress. So they really combined these 2 types of air mattresses, and because you have these different peaks and valleys, it is supposed to trap warm air between those. So it traps the warm air between, and then there's these foam bridges between the 2, and the bridge really helps with the comfort of the sleeping pad. So it's really a cool design, sort of a hybrid of self-inflating and regular sleeping pads. So as I said in the beginning, I'll say it again, with these sleeping pads, you want to store them open with the foam inside. So you would just leave this popped open to the deflate, and it would just keep as much air as it needed. You could put it under a couch or behind some furniture, but to keep the R value and the integrity of the foam, you want to keep it open while you're storing, unlike other sleeping pads that you can roll up. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit the like button so more people like you can find it. All right, I'm gonna get on this pad and show you what it's like. Oh yeah. So it's certainly comfortable. There is really good integrity near the sides. You're not going to fall off if you get near the side. Great on my side, no hot spots at my hips or my shoulders. And I'm 5'6", and you can see this is a really good size for me, just the regular. It's not too noisy. These foam pads don't have the same crinkle that a lot of the others do. So if noise is an issue for you at night, a self-inflating pad is really going to be a great choice. The other thing that I really like about this pad is on the underside there's these rubber. I like that they sort of match. They match the little innovative baffles. So if you are on a hill or, just like unfortunately camped somewhere that you are on an incline, your sleeping pad isn't going to slide back and forth. So you put weight on it, you go back and forth, and it's not going to move. So that's what these little silicone guys do on the bottom here. And then if you have a sleeping bag that slides onto the top of your sleeping pad, you have a really secure system, and it's just going to add to the comfort at night. The last thing I want to talk about is this low profile multi-valve. And you can get a pump sack from NEMO that will fit into this valve. I'm not really sure it's necessary. It did not take me very long to blow it up. But just on the top here, and then you can let a little bit of air out to get to the comfort you want. Of course, the more air you let out, the less the R value is going to be. So if you are looking for that full 3.3 R value, you really need to blow it up all the way to keep the integrity of the air between you and the ground. Let's try and deflate it. So you just pull the second one, and I watched it all sort of sink, and then I'm just gonna sort of get air out before rolling it up, because that can be an issue with these self-inflating mats. And then this I like, it's a tri-fold. Some mats you fold in half and then they're taller, but this will be nice. Already I'm wrestling with it, so it's not super easy to roll up. It's just opening itself, so I'm gonna have to fight with it to get it closed and to get it back to that original size before I took it out. So, as you can see, this is not, the best. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm almost done wrestling with it. Whew. Oh, okay. Oh, and grab the strap. Okay, got the strap. So this is clearly larger than when it began, which means the self-inflating is working, but it is just hard to get it back. It is going into the bag pretty nicely. All right, so let's recap about this NEMO Flyer self-inflating sleeping pad. This retails for $119, 119 US dollars. It is 1 pound 7 ounces or 650 grams. It is 2 inches thick, which is 5 centimeters thick, and those are those big baffles, so it dips down and comes back up. It has an R value of 3.3 and measures at 72 inches long, which is 183 centimeters, by 20 inches wide at its widest, which is 51 centimeters. Some of the things I really like about this is the grippy bottom. So if you're on a hill or you just like the stability, that grip on the bottom is a really nice added feature. And I really like this baffle system, the foam baffles plus the self-inflation, which really makes it a super warm pad. This is just a really well-rounded sleeping pad that's going to be reliable. It's going to keep you comfy in the backcountry. It's going to be great for side sleepers. The cons, of course, are it's hard to roll up. Many self-inflating sleeping pads are, and it doesn't really self-inflate. You do have to end up blowing it up with your mouth quite a bit, but it was fast. So there's a pro-con there as well. Who is this product for? This is an awesome product for car campers or short overnight backpacking trips. You get a lot of the comfort and durability of a self-inflating pad, but it's not super bulky. You have this nice smaller, it's not super small, but it is smaller than a lot of other self-inflating pads. Who this would be not so great for is fast packers, through hikers, those looking to cut weight. This is not really the right choice for anyone who is going to be out in the backcountry for a long time just because of the bulk. Also, self-inflating pads they don't self-inflate that well. You do end up having to blow them up. Overall, this is a really reliable sleeping pad, and I would recommend it for front country trips or really short overnight backpacking trips. Happy hiking. Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have ever wasted money on gear in the past or just don't know what gear to buy, I really want to recommend this book. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Hiking Gear, and it has breakdowns and explanations of all the gear you'll need to get safely outside. It's organized into gender, size, weight, what type of hike you'll need it for, and it's really helpful for any beginner out there or even someone who's more advanced but wants more suggestions on how to enjoy your time outside. You can buy it at Amazon, and it's available in both paperback and Kindle. Go ahead and click the link below in the description and check it out. grab the strap. Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay.